starts in World War II with the next pandemic, with the introduction of radar equipment all over the Earth, blanketing the entire Earth in radar fields. First time humans have ever been exposed to that. In 1968, there was the Hong Kong flu, and it was the first time the Earth has a protective layer in the Van Allen belt, which essentially integrates the cosmic fields from the sun and the Earth, from the moon and Jupiter, etc., integrates that and essentially distributes that to the living beings of the Earth. And we put satellites emitting radioactive frequencies in the Van Allen belt. Within 6 months, we had a new viral pandemic. Why viral? Because the people are poisoned, they excrete toxins, they look like viruses. People think it's a flu epidemic. In the 1918 epidemic, the Boston Health Department decided to investigate the contagiousness of this. So they, believe it or not, took hundreds of people with the flu and they sucked the snot out of their nose and injected it into the healthy people who didn't have the flu. And not one time could they make the next person sick. They did this over and over again, and they were not able to demonstrate contagion. They even did it with horses who apparently got the Spanish flu, and they put bad.
Please don't go to Mixer. People are speculating in chat.
I appreciate it, my friend. Thanks for the donation. Don't worry, mates. Everything will be okay, dudes.
Salt or no salt?
Oh, I knew today was gonna be a shitty stream because I knew I was gonna do this. I knew I was gonna do this. I was sitting here for like 10 minutes on my intro. And I'm like, am I really just gonna pretend nothing happened today and put a fucking smile on my face and pretend you're having a good time throughout today? And I was just like sitting there thinking like, I guess you're just gonna have to, dude. And as soon as I got on the fucking stream and stared at you guys in the chat, I just couldn't do it.
Remember when gaming devs were original?
Just is not paying attention to this. And I will only finish by pointing out that there has been a dramatic and quantum leap in the last 6 months with the electrification of the Earth. And I'm sure a lot of you know what that is. It's called 5G, where they now have 20,000 radiation-emitting satellites, just like the radiation-emitting thing in your pocket and on your wrist and that you use all the time. That is not compatible with health. I'm sorry to say it. It's not compatible with health. That is a water destructuring device. And for any of you who say, yeah, well, we're not electrical beings, we're just physical matter, then don't bother doing an EKG or an EEG or a nerve conduction test, because we are electrical beings and the chemicals are only the byproduct of those electrical impulses. And I'll finish with anybody want to make one guess as to where the first completely blanketed 5G city in the world was. Exactly. So when you start thinking about this, we are in an existential crisis here. That's all.
Super Sarah for gifting, man. Twitch should become just chatting. What, just because I'm gone?
Server's nice and smooth where we want them. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's get it right where we want them. Come on. These servers are just yesterday, today. It's just I hate to bitch and complain about it. Look, man, I just want to put on a show. I want to put on a show. That's all I want to do, Alex. I can't show. They're gonna show the fucking play commercial. Join the champions. Anyways, I bought a whole bunch of shungite rocks. Do you know what shungite is? Anybody know what shungite is? No, not Suge Knight. I think he's locked up in prison. Talking shungite. Anyways, it's a 2 billion year old like rock stone that protects against frequencies and unwanted frequencies that may be traveling in the air. That's my story. I bought a whole bunch of stuff, put them around the La Casa. Little pyramids, stuff like that. Do we know what the ETA is on a fix for these malfunctioning Warzone servers, huh? Infinity Ward? It's hard to look good when skittishness is all over my screen. Actually, I look good no matter what, but hey, you know what I mean. That's how you read it. That's how you read that tweet. Can't read it any other way. You can't be like, oh, Doctor tweeted. Let's see what he said. Do we know what the ETA is on a fix for these malfunctioning Warzone servers, Infinity Ward? It's hard to look.
I might gander Shazam, but more than likely it's... I don't have hopes for it. I don't even have any sort of hope, whether good or bad. I just don't think it's going to do anything. I think it's going to be the same exact game that's been released the last 4 times from Sergey, but we'll see. He says it's a different team. I'm just confused how a different team makes the game look the exact same. You know what I mean? If it's a different team, how are your artists, you know, doing the exact same art, and how are your animators doing the exact same animations? That's where I'm like, okay, you know, I don't buy into all the bullshit in the gaming industry.
2, granted. How does Civics literally sound like a vibrator? My sister has a vibe. Wait! I never say Honda Civic! Oh my god!
I really hope he doesn't. No, man. Dude, with 12 seconds.
I meant to say Honda Civic!
Oh my god, they're doing your body shot.
Oh, 100%.